What's going on, everybody? This is Brian from SneakerFiles.com, recapping the news, and in this video we got a lot to go over, but before I jump into things, like always, greatly appreciate a thumbs up, and if you're new here, subscribe by hitting the button below. Definitely the highlight of this video is a preview, but still a first look at the Air Jordan 4 Bred Reimagined for 2024. We also have a new shot of the Air Jordan 12 Cherry, and a bunch more from Jordan Brand. Also from Nike, we have another solid lineup. We have a first look at the Nike Kobe 4 Protro Black Mamba, as well as the Kobe 4 Protro Bicoastal. And now, without wasting too much more of your time, let's jump into the news. After getting a first look at the black and alabaster pair, we now have a first look at the Cactus Plant Flea Market Nike Air Flea 2, known as Faded Spruce. So the official colorway is Faded Spruce, Alabaster, Pro Green, and Black. Now these are wild. Like, to me, these look like you could probably walk on walls with them. Something I'm not really interested in, but hey, maybe you or someone you know might be, so I wanted to share it, of course, in the video. It is news. But one of the standout features of this shoe is the fact that it features a very large swoosh on the panels. And you can see the traction, it actually extends onto the toe box and heels. You know, these almost look like cycling shoes, like something a cyclist would wear, but I definitely don't think that's what these are intended for. They also feature 2 elastic straps, and it looks like they come with extra buttons, and if you see on the sides, I'm not positive on this, but it looks like you can actually pin them to the elastic straps on the lateral side and so forth. For this pair and the other colorway, we don't have a specific release date, but they are expected to debut holiday 2023, and the retail price will be $220 each. I know a lot of people have been asking when the Nike NOCTA Glide in black and white is going to release. Some people stated it would be in July. That didn't happen. Some said August. That didn't happen. However, September appears to be the month that they're going to drop. Well, not appears, they're going to drop. Some retailers have already released them overseas, I believe, but the shoes will first debut via NOCTA on September 13th, and then on September 15th, they will be available on the Sneakers app. The retail price is $160. In a previous video, I talked about the upcoming size exclusive Nike Air Max 1 that's going to release, and we finally have a release date. So along with the product shots, the size Nike Air Max 1 will debut on September 29th via the size app. Unfortunately, we don't have a retail price, and usually when it's a size exclusive, that means that they're not going to release anywhere else. However, for fans of the model, I'm hoping that they do drop at other retailers, but more information on that soon. We now have official photos of the Nike LeBron 4 Anthracite, which is also our first look. They're also known as Blackout, and this colorway was first released back in 2006. So as you can see, there's not much to them. They come dressed in black and anthracite. However, that's what makes these dope. And unlike the first release, this pair doesn't have a little bit of red that's featured on the outsole. It'll just be all black. And I'm not sure if it's the photography here, but they look a lot more shinier. The 2006 pair was somewhat on the dull side if we're comparing images, but again, that could just be the lighting. Anyways, this pair is expected to release holiday 2023, and the retail price will be $240. Here is a possible first look at the upcoming Nike Air Foamposite 1 Light Orewood Brown. So the reason I'm saying possible is, if you guys remember the Eggplant Foamposite 1, the images leaked of that, and that was from Nike's server. Now these are pretty much the same photos, they just don't have a background. The background was actually added in by somebody. So what I'm getting at is there's a possibility that some things could change. There's a few different angles of these images too that you can tell that it was kind of just put together, like a mock-up or something. But the shoes come dressed in black, team gold, light Orewood brown, and chrome. So as you can see, we have black nubuck up top, a little bit of team gold, which hits the swoosh, and then light Orewood brown covers the Foamposite shell, chrome hits the midfoot shank plate, and I believe the outsole is supposed to be gold. It doesn't quite look gold in this photo. Also, there is more gold on the branding, which runs down the tongue and lands on the insoles. You know, I know Nike is trying to make a push for foams to come back. This isn't bad, but at this point, They should have just brought back the Foamposite Pro Pearl. I mean, that's an OG colorway. A lot of people like that shoe. They're actually dope. That colorway, that's a nice pair. I know there's some more exciting foams coming out. For example, the Eggplant, which I mentioned. And then we have the Galaxy foams, which I'm sure people will be looking forward to. Anyways, this pair doesn't have a release date, but they are expected to debut summer 2024. And the retail price will be $240. We now have a first look at the Nike D Book 1, aka the Book 1 known as Chapter 1. Now these look similar to what's being called the Craftsman pair, which will debut sometime in 2025. Now if you compare those two images, you'll notice that there are differences between this pair and the Craftsman. For example, the swoosh location and the patterns used throughout, but they are similar, I will say that. But as you can see, this pair features a clay orange, ice peach, and campfire orange color combination. Orange pretty much runs throughout this entire shoe, which is a tribute to his team, the Phoenix Suns. The shoes are also inspired by Nike basketball shoes from the 1980s. On the tongue, we have his book logo, and then on the heel, we have Chapter 1 written. Now, the images you're looking at, this pair, the packaging and all that was gifted to Drake, and it features on the inside of the lid for all the dogs. Now, I don't think this pair will come with special packaging when they do release, and speaking of release, they are expected to drop this holiday season, and the retail price will be $150. Stussy and Nike will be coming together once again to release a new collaboration on the Nike Air Flight 89. This will include 3 colorways. One comes dressed in white, habanero red, and cell. The second features black, white, and black. And then the third comes dressed in white, pecan, and fossil. But the overall look resembles that of OG colorways. We have a white base, red detailing. However, what sets itself apart is the Stussy branding, which lands on the tongue and lateral side. And then on both sides of the shoe, we have this reptile print, kind of looks like a snake. There's also speckled detailing across the outsole. It almost looks used. And then we have like a cream hue on the midsole, kind of gives it that aged look. Now, we don't have a specific release date for the 3. However, they are expected to release this holiday season. There's a lot of stuff coming, and the retail price will be $160 each. We now have release details for the upcoming Albino and Preto Nike SB Dunk Low. So the shoes will first release at select skate shops on September 21st. Following, the shoes will drop on September 23rd via the Sneakers app. The retail price will be $130. For those that don't know, this shoe features this canvas-like upper which can tear away and will feature various colors underneath, which all resembles that of jiu-jitsu belts. To finish out Nike, we have a few first looks at upcoming Kobe's, and this is a first look at the Nike Kobe 4 Protro Bicoastal. Now, this looks a lot different from the Photoshop, but at the time when I did put out the Photoshop, I wasn't sure how they were going to look. Now, the shade of green, it could be due to the lighting, but it's very dull here. We actually matched the shade of green Bicoastal to Nike's Hex colors. So it could be the lighting, so you might expect something a little bit darker, but they also look like the pair I'm going to talk next. There's obviously some resemblance. I'll get to that in a moment. But the shoes feature a Bicoastal black and metallic silver color combination. While the base does look gray here, it actually is a shade of green. We also have snakeskin detailing around the collar, swoosh, and the toe with an iridescent finish. It looks like there's chrome on the heel counter, but I could be wrong. Again, it could just be the angle. And then we have Kobe's signature in what appears to be yellow. These are decent. I'm not sure why. They look a little bulky to me, as well as the second pair I'm about to go over. But for this shoe, they're scheduled to release summer 2024, and the retail price will be $180. Now, the other shoe I'm going to talk about is the Nike Kobe 4 Protro Black Mamba. Now, we were originally calling this shoe the Nike Kobe 4 Protro Black and Gold just because of the colorway. We didn't know how they were going to look, but now we have that first look. Now, they do resemble that of the Bicoastal that I just talked about, and the official colorway is Black University Gold. So, going over the pair, it appears that this pair has suede across the base while dipped in black. And then highlighting the shoes, we have a snakeskin texture around the toe, across the swoosh, and on the ankle collar. Kobe's signature is seen on the heel done in gold. His logo also lands on the tongue. And then we have his number 24 debossed on the heels. Now these are much better than the Bicoastal in my opinion. An easier shoe to wear. These are clean. But let me know your thoughts down below. Which pair do you like better? And for the Nike Kobe 4 Protro Black Mamba, they are scheduled to debut December 26th. And the retail price will be $180. Official photos have arrived of the J Balvin Air Jordan 3 Medellin Sunset. Now, this pair is scheduled to release this month, and we've gone over it a handful of times. I've gone over the looks, all that good stuff. But two reasons I'm sharing it is, one, these are official photos and our best look yet. Two, to get your guys' opinion on them, if you're going to grab them or pass. And number three is for those that want to buy them, just an update on the release details, which are still the same. They're scheduled to debut on September 23rd, and the retail price will be $250. Now, for sure, these are dropping on the sneakers app. I have yet to see other retailers just yet, but then again, I haven't dug in too deep to find out. But maybe I'll put together a guide to let people know, hey, this store will have them, this one, etc. Another set of official photos we have is for the Air Jordan 1 High OG Satin Bred. For those that don't know, this is a women's exclusive release. I haven't received an update if they will be available in extended women's sizing. I know initially they were just going to release in women's sizing up to a size 10.5 in men's, which is a letdown for a lot of people. I know that people with bigger feet want to grab them. Even women who have bigger size feet, they're not really going to be able to grab them as well. Also with the official photos, it looks like they come with a tote bag and 2 sets of laces. So scheduled to release on October 18th, the retail price will be $180. Product shots have arrived of the Air Jordan 1 High OG Sky J Mauve. So again, gives us a better look. I'll be honest, I'm not really a fan of the shoes. It's like this muted purple upper. I was a little bit torn when I first saw photos. I kind of liked them, but I don't know, they just didn't grow on me. Actually started liking them less when I saw more photos. But the color blocking is clean, and if you like the colorway, then that's cool. As you can see, that muted shade of purple, which is mauve, lands on the overlays, wraps the heel, and covers the outsole. Other than that, we have white detailing on the base, wings logo, ankle, toe, tongue, and the midsole. Now, if you want to buy this pair, they're scheduled to release on October 14th, and the retail price will be $180. Detailed photos also have arrived of the Air Jordan 1 High OG Yellow Ochre. Now, these are kind of nice. In the first image, I was a little bit unsure about them, but then again, it was the one photo. It wasn't the best photo either. It was all tagged up. The one thing I do like is the slightly tumbled, textured leather on the base done in white. I'm sure when these do release, they'll do decent, although Jordan Brand has been dropping a little bit more than usual Air Jordan 1s in yellow, but again, these aren't bad. Currently scheduled to release on January 27th, and the retail price will be $180. Dropping not long after the Air Jordan 1 High OG Yellow Ochre, we also have the Air Jordan 6 Yellow Ochre, and here we have a detailed look, basically giving us every angle we need. And what we have is basically the carmine color blocking, but instead of red, it's yellow. Now, to me, I like the Air Jordan 6 over the 1. I think these look very clean. But although it's still early, I feel that this is another pair that's going to go on sale. You'll probably be able to grab it at a discounted rate at one of the outlets or something. So if it's not a must need, but you do like them, then just be patient. I know a lot can change from now until the release date, which is in February, specifically on February 3rd. But that's just my opinion for now. And the retail price will be $200. Also, take note, in February, there's a ton of releases coming. And that's another reason why this pair could be overlooked. As you can see in this video, there's a lot of shoes with just new photos. Not really new information, but they're shoes that we haven't really talked about. And here we have new photos of the Air Jordan 4 Craft in medium olive. When I first saw the shoes, this was a pair that I really wasn't a fan of. However, they've grown on me, and being a 4, I already know people get super hyped for 4s. And essentially, this is just a green version of the Photon Dust Air Jordan 4, which dropped back in February. The official colorway is medium olive, pale vanilla, cargo khaki, black, and cell. They also feature various materials, usually shoes from the craft series do. And as you can see, this pair does feature different shades of green, mostly due to the different materials used. And then we have accents of pale vanilla, cargo khaki, and black. Finishing the look is cell on the midsole. So for those that want to grab this pair, they are scheduled to release on December 2nd, and the retail price will be $210. We have beauty shots of the Air Jordan 3 Flear. Now, this pair, in my opinion, is a lot better than the original release, and that's simply due to the shape. Around 2013, even before that and a little after, I was never a fan of the shape on the Air Jordan 3. It just looked bulky, it looked out of whack to me, it didn't really resemble the OG, but the 2023 version definitely is closer, and overall it's a dope colorway. Even the 2013 pair, I mean, this colorway is really nice. And I just wanted to share these new photos, and they're currently scheduled to release on November 25th. They will be available in men's, grade school, preschool, and toddler sizing, and the retail price will be $210. We now have a first look at the Air Jordan 6 Gore-Tex in brown kelp. This is a women's exclusive, and they come dressed in brown kelp, team gold, shadow brown, and court purple. Now, the overall colorway resembles one of the OG colorways of the Nike Air Moab. The shoes also feature brown kelp across the upper, and it's covered in Gore-Tex material to combat against the rain. We also have court purple detailing on the Jumpman logos, spoiler on the heel, the midsole. We're also expected to have team gold on the lace locks, although from this photo you can't really tell. The Gore-Tex branding is also right next to the spoiler. And then we have accents of cream and a smoky translucent outsole. From what I'm seeing, they're not bad, but again, it's only a shot of the heel, and they're currently scheduled to release on November 29th, and the retail price will be $250. Jordan Brand did their Holiday 2023 unveiling on the Sneakers Live, which showed us a bunch of different shoes that are dropping. We've seen them all, there wasn't any surprises. Now, that doesn't mean that there's not more coming, because I know a lot of people are asking about those 14s and other models. It just means that these are like their main releases, the highlights for the holiday season. One of the shoes that was displayed is the Air Jordan 12 Cherry. Now, we only have the one photo, and really the reason I'm talking about this is just to let you guys know these are 100% confirmed now. I mean, they already have been confirmed. Z and I leaked that information months and months back, but you know how the internet is, and some people go, well, if it's not from Jordan Brand, I don't believe it. Well, it's from Jordan Brand. Also, I wanted to add in on the Air Jordan 11 Gratitude, aka DMP. Jordan Brand also confirmed on the live stream that they would be calling them Gratitude. I didn't feel like I needed a whole separate segment in this video for just that detail, or even highlight the shoes in the thumbnail to clickbait and stuff like that. But I did want to let you guys know. Anyways, these are looking really nice. From this photo, they look true to OG form. Way better than the 09 release, in my opinion. The other day, I pulled out my OG pair of these, and they're nice. The OG pair is definitely nice, and these look a lot like them. So, if you're looking to pick them up, they're going to drop on October 28th. They will be available in full family sizing, and the retail price will be $210. Some preview photos of the Air Jordan 4 Bred Reimagined recently leaked. And as you can see from the photos, they are not put together. This is a clear sign that the shoe is stolen from the factory, but it does let us know what's coming. But as you can see, it's our Bred 4 color blocking. The only difference is the leather upper. Now, in my opinion, they look good. I don't mind the leather upper. I still think they look really clean. Although we can't see it, the shoes will also feature Nike Air branding on the heel. And part of the Reimagined series, there isn't any age detailing. It's just a new look to the shoes with the addition of leather. Some people I've seen actually prefer the leather. Either way, I'm just happy to get another pair of the Air Jordan 4 Bred. They are expected to release in full family sizing, and they will debut on February 17th during All-Star Weekend, which is also going to celebrate Michael Jordan's 61st birthday. The retail price will be $215. They've gone up $5 instead of $210. So more than likely, the military blue 4s are going to also cost $215. Let me know your thoughts on this pair down below. 100% pickup for me. I just can't wait to get detailed photos of this pair. And that's going to do it for this video. Like always, greatly appreciate you guys for watching. If you have a second and haven't done so already, also appreciate a thumbs up. And if you're new here, subscribe by hitting the button below. Also, make sure to turn on the notification bell so you can be alerted every time I drop a new video. Now, speaking of new videos, I might drop another one this week. It really depends on how much news is available and going around. I know last week I was supposed to, but there really wasn't too much until Friday. So I just decided to wait until Monday to drop this one. Also, I have been working on the website a lot. I'm actually rebuilding the site. It's going to have a whole new look soon. So that's what I'm really doing in my spare time. But there is a possibility I could drop a new video later this week. For now, let me know what you liked or disliked down in the comment section below. As well, if you have any questions, leave that down below. Again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned to SneakerFiles.com. And if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe.